Welcome back to the channel. It's me, Caster, and we are going to go through the release log patch notes of the current update Remnant for No Man's Sky. It came out today as of Wednesday, the 11th of February, and it's a much needed update to the Colossus Exocraft, and it also adds some very nice features to the game. There's also an expedition coming up, which looks very interesting. Nice rewards to get for that as well. So let's dive straight in and have a look at No Man's Sky Remnant. So upgrade your multi-tool and harness the power of gravity in update 6.2 Remnant. Magnetize, carry and launch stacks of industrial waste and transport your haul in your off-road Colossus. Deck out your vehicle with custom modules and technologies. Process salvage. Join the community in a cross-country expedition. And much more. There's a nice trailer here to watch if you want to, and I've watched it. It's very nice. I do like the No Man's Sky trailers. So one of the first things that it highlights here is reconfiguring your Colossus, and as you can see from the graphic on screen, you can actually customize your Colossus a lot more than you can customize any of the other Exocraft, which is great. It's not you know, Corvette level customization, but it's somewhere in between Corvette and Starship. And as you can see, you've got tracks, you've got legs, so it looks like a spider, and you know, wheels and whatever else, and there's different cockpits sort of things, and yeah, cabins even, and then there's like chassis attachments and all sorts going on here, which is really good. So there's an array of different cabins, chassis attachments, running gear and paint finishes. Allow you to kit out your vehicle for any situation. Design, save and name a variety of Colossus Exocraft configurations suitable for a range of planetary adventures. You can have 6 configurations, I believe, if I remember correctly from my previous video today. And you can save them all, and then yeah, you can take out whichever one you want. Really like, I mean, some of these pictures are really cool as well. Look at that. That's the load sash. That's the load chassis on the back there, which allows you to carry the industrial waste around. We'll come on to those in a bit. I mean, look at this bad boy. There's a burner. You have a burner on the back there, which you can get at some point, either through the new missions that are available or as part of the expedition incoming. Manipulate gravity itself with the new Gravitino coil attachment for the multi-tool. This is really fun. This is magnetize, propel, toss, transport, and arrange physical objects to harvest valuable resources through heavy-duty waste collection, or simply for the joy of it. What I would like is that this would actually manipulate, you know, a lot of the things in No Man's Sky that are sort of, you know, not too heavy for it. Like, you can't really manipulate the Colossus, for example, but it only really manipulates the industrial waste that you go and find and pick up and transport to places. You can't really manipulate anything else, and I think that would be nice. It kind of like a bit of an immersion there, if you will. But I like this tool anyway. It is very fun to use, and it looks really cool. And when you fit it to your multi-tool, it actually looks like this when you switch from your train manipulator through to your weapons, through to your Gravitino coil, and it actually looks like that. It's really cool. Cyclops scope, a new Exocraft technology. This Cyclops scope attaches to your driver's analysis visor display. Discover alien fauna, flora and minerals, or target sweep for mission locations from the comfort of your driver's seat. Players, including myself, have been calling out for this for ages. You can now use your analysis visor whilst you're in any of your Exocraft. So this doesn't just fit to the Colossus, this fits to any Exocraft, and it is a very much needed addition to your Exocraft, because it was certainly, you have to get out of your Exocraft, scan for stuff. Now you can do it from the comfort and safety of the Exocraft, from all of the environmental hazards in the game. So this is highlighting the coil again, that you can grab objects. In fact, it is saying that you can fling a variety of items with the Gravitino coil, creating your own physics playground. Toss the golden artifacts found at planetary ruins, construct a sphere creator in your base and toy with its output. Or grab and consume the combat supplies dropped by Sentinel drones. So there are some things you can actually manipulate within the world. It isn't just those industrial items, which is good. I was on a bit of a barren world, so I didn't see any of this when I was testing out the Gravitino coil. So that's good to know. The immersion is there. Hello Games never lets you down, does it? Industrial waste, planets with salvageable scrap. So those planets that highlight salvageable scrap will now have a bunch of industrial waste on it. There are now also laden with industrial waste, distributed across the planet in small piles and large heaps. Gather this debris with the Gravitino coal and return it to the waste processing plant to cleanse planets, salvage materials and earn rewards. So yeah, you now have these industrial areas scattered around planets like you would minor settlements or trade stations or whatever. And yeah, you can find industrial waste here and you can use industrial waste here. This looks like it's a big industrial waste area, not actually one of those industrial waste processing plants. This looks like another big industrial waste area, which I haven't seen yet. I saw some small ones and I saw the processing plant. So looking forward to seeing those in the future. Colossus flatbed module. Aspiring scrap hunters can install a tippable flatbed on the Colossus Exocraft for easy transportation of large hauls. An electromagnetic containment field minimises cargo loss while navigating uneven terrain, but drive carefully up steep slopes. It's really cool this. You get this quite quickly as you do the missions. I've only done one of the stages in the new missions and it gave me this. So this is cool as well. This is really cool. I do like this as an addition, carrying this around. And yeah, so this is nice, and I'm going to do the missions in another video tomorrow. And now we have a community expedition coming along. Join the community in a time-limited expedition staged in the sands of a single planet. Drive cross-country and strip the desert of dangerous industrial remnants. So, of course, every expedition that comes out of any update always highlights the new things in the update. Makes sense, right? However, this one is quite interesting because we're on a single planet. So that is Light No Fire territory. So is this a sort of test run for a single planet? Players on a single planet within a community expedition. Now we know that they're using No Man's Sky to test 4 different things that are going to be introduced into Light No Fire. And this is one of those. It absolutely is. It screams of it. A single planet where we can drive across and strip the desert of dangerous industrial remnants. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to the rewards, which I'm sure it will show us in a minute. But definitely staging for Light No Fire. So that's really cool. Off-road Colossus wheels. Configure your armoured vehicle with a variety of super elastic wheels, tracked treads and off-road running gear, driving across any planetary environment. Do like the changes on the Colossus. It's absolutely fantastic. It gives it a new life. Colossus, and like some of the other Exocraft, were kind of left by a lot of players. I did a few videos on the Exocraft and players were very much on one side or the other, using them or not. And hopefully this will give players new impetus to use the Exocrafts, as I've been saying for quite some time now. Here is the waste processing plant I was mentioning. This is what I found on one of my very dead worlds. It's very cool indeed. A new type of facility, the waste processing plant, is now established on scrap worlds, so those salvageable scrap worlds will have these on it. These industrial centres offer opportunities for scrap hunters to extract materials and earn rewards for stripping planets of industrial waste. Specialised processing units safely contain and dispose of radioactive, explosive and toxic materials. So we have a toxic one here. The one to the right here is the radioactive. This one is like a crusher, and then this one burns things alive, and we get nanites for putting those in, or we get a little bit of an upgrade, which is where you get the chassis from. And as you can see, look, there's a bunch of them here. Putting them in the right one makes the right things. Pretty cool. Nice picture of a customised Colossus there. Heirloom customization set. This looks like some of the armour out of Light No Fire. It looks very Light No Fire, very fantasy. Although, of course, this is a sci-fi game. This looks very fantasy to me. Participants in the Remnant expedition can earn a lavish set of exosuit armour inspired by the traditional designs of Balerian textile merchants. Ornate detailing and plush padded fabrics elevate the effectiveness and status of the wearer. It looks cool. I like this. Is this here, this little bit, Is that the jetpack, or is that where the jetpack's going to sit on? That's what I want to know, because that looks cool. I like that little thing there. It's very not offensive. Some of the jetpacks can be quite offensive in my opinion, especially the air on it. It's absolutely massive. It's nice, I like it, but it's too big. Capture Sentinel drones. The Gravitino coil can also be employed in ground combat, capturing flying Sentinel drones and flinging them aside, even using them as weapons against each other. So you can throw them at each other. That's really cool. Also, you can throw some waste. So some of the waste is quite explosive, and you can throw them at them as well. So yeah, more items in the world that you can use to throw at the Sentinels, which is just throw themselves at themselves. That's really cool. I can't wait to try that. New Colossus cabins. Yeah, this is the front of the Colossus here, where you cockpit. Different aesthetics, and I'm sure we're going to get some reward in the expeditions for the cabin, and I'm sure we're going to get some in the new missions as well. Here's the volatile waste. Industrial waste is more than scrap metal. It can also be found in the form of toxic barrels, radioactive crates, and explosive canisters. Successful scrap hunters will take care to handle volatile waste responsibly. Paint finishes. Yep, new paint for... Well, not new paint, but there's paint finishes anyway for the Colossus. And the excavation blade technology. So augment your Colossus Exocraft with a new obstacle demolition attachment. This specialized technology allows the Colossus to collect a small number of resources from minerals and vegetation upon collision, and reduces grime and scratches to the Exocraft paintwork. Fitted this, and as you ram into things, you get little bits of the thing that you rammed into. So you get the carbon, you get the oxygen, etc. It does help to collect items whilst using the Colossus without having to use your mining beam. You know, I quite like it. It's fine. Exocraft mounted furnace. This furnace on here is quite good. Nomadic scrap hunters may opt to install the furnace chassis module on their Colossus Exocraft for immediate disposal of industrial waste while on the road. I don't know if, well, you can put radioactive, explosive, or toxic in there or not. I haven't tried it yet. You certainly can't do it with the individual sections in the processing plant. I don't know if you can put all of them in the back of that. That's something we're going to have a look at. Trucking titles. So there's new titles available for players to earn doing Colossus missions across all saves, which is quite nice. And then there are some Twitch rewards. This is the outfit with some of the other heads on it, which is quite nice. We've got name your custom outfits. So store up to 6 custom outfits and Colossus configurations and give them your own memorable names. Dress for any mood and occasion. So you can now save 6 different customizations for your character. It was 3 before this update. So you get 6 now, and now you get to name them as well. If you really want to, you get to name them as well. Walking vehicles, this looks really cool. Register for waste hauling in the Remnant expedition and earn a set of arachnid-like mechanical legs for the Colossus Exocraft. Creep and crawl across terrain in hydraulic, spidery style. Entertain fellow travellers with a playful trucking horn gesture. All aboard. Yeah, fair enough. I mean, it's fun, isn't it? Enhance clouds. Clouds are more beautiful than ever before, especially at dawn and dusk. Lighting, edge, stability, and performance of clouds and cloud reflections have all been improved. So before and after. That does look a lot better. It really does. Very nice. Twitch players, you'll be loving this. For the very first time, assemble your own Colossal Corvettes class starship on the Nintendo Switch. It hasn't been on there since Voyager's launched all the way back last year. Collect modules, design your dream ship, and furnish its interior to create a flying home amongst the stars. Let me know how this works on Twitch players, because I'll be really interested to see if it works properly, if there's any bugs, or if it just doesn't work at all. It'll be really interesting to know. And then, of course, we've got a bunch of the patch notes underneath. Let me know what you think of the update. I think it's a really cool update, a really good addition. Wasn't what I was expecting at all. I thought it was going to be, a lot of people lean to the high visibility jacket being a visual update for the game, Worlds Part 3. I thought that was a really good idea. A construction update I thought might be the main one. Construct was a good idea as well. Did I ever think it was going to be Remnant? No, I didn't. Not at all. I mean, we had a high-vis jacket. We had a sort of like a construction jacket. And it kind of does sink in with the industrial feel of the update and, you know, all the industrial plants and things that are with it. Did not think this was going to be a thing, but I think it was a much needed update to the Colossus for a start. You get a nice new multi-tool, expedition on its way. I believe, even though it didn't say in the patch notes, probably start next week, next Wednesday, as they normally do. And yeah, some nice new rewards with that. So definitely looking forward to diving into the game more. More videos to come. If you enjoy the content, if you enjoy the channel, please do subscribe. It really does help. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Take care.